Welcome to the incredible world of Successonomics with Dr. Mikel Brown. This is where you will receive the most qualified material to help you build your world and make your dreams a reality.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Brown, and welcome to Successonomics, where you get to enjoy and hear some of the tips that I know that will absolutely encourage your life, help you to make money, and improve the quality of your life. I have with me today a very special guest, a very important person in my life. He's been my protege over the years, and I've seen him really just grow. And I want to welcome to Successonomics, Jason Murray. Jason, how are you today?
Hey, thanks for having me, Dr. Brown.
Oh,
Doing
it's
well.
good to have you here. It's glad to see all of the great things that are happening to you and how God has just has blessed you as well.
Life is going very well right now. Business is great. The economy is doing well, and life is just a great thing right now.
You know, I've written this book, Building Wealth from the Ground Up, a number of years ago, back in 2004. You said you still read and get some of the nuggets out of this book.
I like to go through that book every now and then to look for things, especially the basic things that you need to remember about finance. Sometimes you overlook things, and you go back, and it's great to go in there and say, okay, what should I be doing with my time? How can I increase my wealth? How can I be the better entrepreneur out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's a quote, Jason, that I have in one of the chapters called Gift Wrapped Wealth. It says, it is important that you learn how to maximize your potential for making money while at the same time developing your skills to put your money to work for you. That's essential. What are some of the things you can say to those who are watching in terms of how that principle can work in their lives?
Dr. Brown, so many people work so hard for their money that they don't know how to make their money work for them. And they don't understand that if they would just get started for a little as $50 a month in a mutual fund, start putting money away in a savings account, and pay off debt, that it would change their situation dramatically.
You know, that's amazing, because a lot of people feel as if, well, I just don't have a whole lot of money. And in fact, they say I don't have a lot of money to just spend. One of the things I put in this book called Controlling Your Waste. And I call it the little change that you get when you buy something. You put it away. You put it in your little pocket in your book, and in your car. And when you go to the store, you normally just pull out the change to sort of make up the difference. Instead of doing that, put it in some type of container, and then over time, months, you'll accumulate quite a few dollars, and taking that to the bank, and you can turn right around and invest that. What are some of the principles that you know of that an individual can do to improve their financial situation?
Dr. Brown, the first thing they have to do is get control of their actual spending. Most people overspend, and they don't make enough money to do the kind of spending that they're doing. So what they need to do is get control of their expenses first, and a very simple way to do that is through a budget. Once you get the budget down and find out where you're at, the next step that you need to do is find out where you're spending the excess money, because typically people have more money at the end of their month than month at the end of their money.
Right, right.
But because they don't have a budget, they don't know where their money's going. So counting your money first is the first step.
Now, what about people who say things such as, I just don't know what to do? They use the excuse of, I don't know how to budget. I don't know how to do the various things you're saying to them. Think of the novice. What are the first steps? Give me 3 things that they can start in terms of helping to develop a budget.
Dr. Brown, one of the things they could do is use your workbook, and there has some of the basic materials they need for a budget, and start writing those things down. The other thing that you can do is use a software program that actually they can use to connect in with their bank account, pay their bills, and they'll see where everything is going. The bank account or the software will actually count where their money's going, where it's being spent.
True.
And keep their balances. And the third thing is to pay themselves off the top.
I believe that 100%, but go ahead.
A lot of people don't pay themselves first. They wind up paying J.C. Penney's, they wind up paying Dillard's and Mercedes Financial instead of themselves. So if you pay yourself first, that goes a long way in saying not only what you think about yourself, but changing your financial future.
You know, one of the things I strongly believe in is contributing to some noble cause, such as especially church. And, you know, we practice the principle of tithing.
I mean, the whole purpose is that, like, so many of us are blessed with great opportunities, and you have to tithe in life. You have to give back.
Tithing is simply giving a tenth of your income off the top before Uncle Sam's taking his portion. And when you use that money, it should go to your local church where you're being fed. And so that actual principle has helped me increase my financial wealth, but it came through discipline over time, because I'm paying myself and I'm paying God first. So God gets paid first, I get paid second, and then I learn to live off the rest. And it makes it really works.
Yeah, you have to know. I've known this young man for quite some time. It's been how many years now?
We've been, 12 years. Bishop.
12 years. And I've seen him. He was once in the military, and I've seen him go off, get his degree, and just do phenomenal things. And that just excites me. And so when I watch and hear the growth that comes out of his mouth, it's just exhilarating. And I want to say how much I enjoy that. Let me say something that I've written, another quote. When the strings are cut from just enough and you are tied to more than enough, it is the initial change of thinking, not an increase of money. Let me read that again. I may not have read that right. When the strings are cut from just enough and you are tied to more than enough, it is an initial change of thinking, not an increase of money. Now, give me the principle, the understanding of that.
Dr. Brown, I love that quote. When you understand what your source is, it changes the way you think and what you expect in life. I believe a lot of reasons why people fail with money is because they don't understand where their source is, and they don't expect anything more. If you don't expect anything more financially, you'll never have anything more. So you've got to expect more. If you have a big source, then you can definitely extrapolate from that source and get more.
Well, that's good. Hey, I want to let you know, just stay tuned. We're going to go to a very brief commercial, and you're going to get more information on how to get obtain the book, Building Wealth from the Ground Up. And then later on in the program, very briefly, we're going to be sharing, he's going to give us his very personal testimony of how God has helped him and raised him up from the position he was in, going through a divorce, and then reestablishing his income, and almost losing his mind in the process. We'll be right back.
Believe it or not, money and relationships affect everyone, one way or the other. That is why Dr. Mikel Brown is offering 2 powerful books entitled Building Wealth from the Ground Up and How to Fix Your Marriage Without Using a Hammer. I am certain you will agree that both money and marriage takes a lot of work and consistent attention. That is why it is important to be equipped with the tools necessary to ensure you are successful in both areas of life by purchasing a copy today. In Building Wealth from the Ground Up, you will discover how to earn 4 times or more your current salary a year for life, starting a multi-million-dollar business with less than $100. 6 powerful businesses you can start for less than $1,000. It's guaranteed your income will increase when putting into action the secrets Dr. Mikel Brown has revealed in both books. Every marriage needs a tune-up. I am sure you are seeking a more fulfilled marriage or searching for relationship tips of how to become more efficient in your marriage and how to take your marriage to the next level. That's why Dr. Mikel Brown has written How to Fix Your Marriage Without Using a Hammer. The success of your marriage depends on you knowing the answers to these questions. Why do we argue so much? How can we improve our communication when my spouse won't talk? Why is our lovemaking like scheduling a business appointment? How do I get over the pain of an affair? And how can my marriage improve? And much more. So don't wait another minute. Log on to www.amazon.com and get your copy today.
Hi, welcome back to Successonomics with Dr. Mike Brown. I'm glad you tuned in, and I'm excited about what's happening. I want you to make sure that you can get the information off of the website so that you can call us or text us or write us or go to an email address and let us know about what this program is doing for you. Let me quickly say this in terms of the quote I have, another quote I have in my book, Building Wealth from the Ground Up. A financial planner can help you make decisions that will enable you to make the most of your financial resources. I am a firm believer, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I want to welcome back again Jason Murray, financial planner and Vice President of Investments.
Hi, thanks for having me back, Dr. Brown.
Good. You heard concerning the quote that I just said about a financial planner.
Right.
What do you say about
We use
something?
professionals for everything, Dr. Brown. So if we have a legal problem, we seek out an attorney.
Very true.
If we break our arm, we go to the doctor. But many people, when they have financial problems, they don't go out and seek a financial professional. So it's very odd to me that if you have a financial problem, you're not seeking someone that's financially in tune, not only with how to help your situation, but what's going on in the economy. So I believe it's a travesty that we're not using financial professionals.
I
agree.
agree.
Believe the people that are, the 10 to 25% of people that are, they're the ones controlling the wealth today. So I'm a very firm believer in using it.
Yeah, one of the things I believe in is getting help, having mentorship, and of course, you know the importance of it as well.
Right.
I've been involved with finances once I got out the military back in 1981. That's a long time ago.
Long time.
You were probably about 2 years old. No.
3.
3, oh my God. But it was some time ago, and I knew that I didn't want to experience the kind of life that I had been experiencing, and I wanted something different. So I got the ear of so many people in terms of finances and wealthy people who owned a conglomerate of businesses and then being in insurance and investments and a financial planner years ago. I knew the importance of hearing the right information. And so, but my thing is, what about the little man? It's the little man. When somebody doesn't have a lot of money, because sometimes they are impeded by what they have instead of looking at the potential of what they have and how it can increase their portfolio.
Really, people just don't know how to count what they have. They count what they don't have. So money is really a financial mindset. You have to be in the mindset of saying, okay, what do I have?
Good point.
Because just a little bit of a savings program, $100 a month, at the end of the year, you've got $1,200. And if you don't make anything on your money, it's quite a jump start to a portfolio. And so people don't understand that a little bit goes a long way. There's 2 components to financial success. You either have a lot of money or you have a lot of time. And a lot of time, people have a lot of time and they're not using it. So my advice is to get busy today on putting money away and getting money invested for yourself, even if it's just as little as $50 a month.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think if we can pay attention to that, it would help our families. And we'll be able to do individually things in terms of helping not only family members, but ourselves. And then to a degree, start living our dream, always having enough instead of not enough. You mentioned one of my quotes, having more money at the end of your month than month at the end of your money. Right. When somebody is experiencing that, what is the start of turning that around so that they can have more money at the end of their month?
The very first thing, if you don't have enough, is to stop everything you're doing.
Wow, wait. Stop everything.
Stop everything you're doing.
Okay.
Because everything you're doing has to be incorrect. Because if it was right, you would have more money
Good
at the end
point.
of your month. So the thing I tell people to do, once you get paid, leave it in your account. Because if you start sending it out, your situation can never change. So I tell my clients, I say, stop. I said, here's a budget worksheet. I said, write down the expenses and the things that you have going out, and write down what you have. And I said, don't send anything out until you come back and see me a week later. And those clients, their lives turn around because they learn that they don't have to send their money out to dealers, to JCPenney's and those other places right away, that they have grace periods and things like that where they can work through their financial situation with a professional. And I've seen dramatic results. I've seen people go from $90,000, $100,000, $200,000 in debt to becoming debt-free, and not only being able to be a better blessing to their family, but also to the local organizations that depend on their actual donation.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. That's the kind of information, and they're getting it free right here.
Right.
How would someone get in touch with you to find out some of your classes and things of that nature that you can present and help individuals? Is there any way they can contact you?
The best way to do is pick up the phone. I'm very old-fashioned, so you can...
For a young man, you're old-fashioned, but you still use all the electronic components, am I correct?
Of course, we do use all the electronic components, but the thing is to make the phone call, because when you make the phone call to 915-521-1048, it shows that you want to change in your life.
And what's that number again?
915-521-1048. And you can ask for me directly. That's my direct line.
Okay.
And we help people in the community all the time. That's what I do from 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night.
So from life insurance, you can help people on what kind of life insurance they actually need instead of the kind of life insurance somebody's just trying to sell them to get a lot of money on a commission.
Right.
You can help and inform people from all aspects of the financial realm. Am I correct?
You're correct, Dr. Brown. We start with a comprehensive plan with every client from the very beginning. And every client is different, so every plan is made for the client. So every situation financially is different. Some people have debt problems. Some people have tax problems. So and everything in between. But we help like I said, everything in between.
Okay, so how can I do this? Let me ask you. I want to give you a scenario. I make $1,500 every month. I don't make a lot of money. But after my taxes, I'm a single man, and after my taxes, I have about $1,250, $1,300 at the most, and that's normally the case. But what can I do? I still live with my parents. I'm not paying a lot. I have a car payment, and I have about, say, $450 left over after contributing something to my parents to live there.
Right.
Now, I'm just giving a scenario. What can I do so that when I turn 35, I'm 22 now, I can start increasing my income?
It's a great question, Dr. Brown. Great scenario, something we see every day. The top savings rate for the most wealthy clients that we deal with in the United States is 23.6%. So what I would do is start at the top. If you have no bills, start putting away 23.6% of your money away.
Now that would be after the 10%.
After the 10% goes to church.
Going to a church.
Correct.
Or what have you. Okay.
So you want to learn to pay yourself, and you want to discipline yourself. And that's really what it comes down to, the three components. One of them is discipline. The other one is having integrity. In other words, being honest with what financial situation that you're in. And the third thing is getting knowledge on how to make your money work. You've learned how to work for your money. Now learn how to make your money work for you. So those would be the things I'd tell you to do.
Well, thank you. Jason, it's been
Thanks,
my
Doctor.
pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
God bless you. Look, make sure you get the information and tune in again to Successonomics. We're going to be showing this on YouTube and various venues. But make sure you get your information, watch the information following, how you can get a copy of my book, Building Wealth from the Ground Up. You can always go to Amazon or Barnes & Nobles. The book is located on those various places. And we have this book in softback and hardback. And so this is just one of the books I've written, but I want to thank Mr. Jason again for coming. I appreciate him very much, and make sure you tune in again to Successonomics. God bless you, and bye-bye for the day.
Believe it or not, money and relationships affect everyone, one way or the other. That is why Dr. Mikel Brown is offering 2 powerful books entitled Building Wealth from the Ground Up and How to Fix Your Marriage Without Using a Hammer. I am certain you will agree that both money and marriage takes a lot of work and consistent attention. That is why it is important to be equipped with the tools necessary to ensure you are successful in both areas of life by purchasing a copy today. In Building Wealth from the Ground Up, you will discover how to earn 4 times or more your current salary a year for life, starting a multi-million-dollar business with less than $100. 6 powerful businesses you can start for less than $1,000. It's guaranteed your income will increase when putting into action the secrets Dr. Mikel Brown has revealed in both books. Every marriage needs a tune-up. I am sure you are seeking a more fulfilled marriage or searching for relationship tips of how to become more efficient in your marriage and how to take your marriage to the next level. That's why Dr. Mikel Brown has written How to Fix Your Marriage Without Using a Hammer. The success of your marriage depends on you knowing the answers to these questions. Why do we argue so much? How can we improve our communication when my spouse won't talk? Why is our love making like scheduling a business appointment? How do I get over the pain of an affair? And how can my marriage improve? And much more. So don't wait another minute. Log on to www.amazon.com and get your copy today.
Your capacity to achieve, to have the life you want to have, to be the person you want to be will increase tenfold, because after reading this book, you will then possess the keys to a better life. Power up your life by learning how to live healthier, build wealth, and enjoy life to the fullest. By Dr. Mikel Brown, God wants you healthy, wealthy, and full of life. Available for purchase online at Amazon and Barnes & Noble.